Okay, we can head her out now. Yes, thanks for waiting, Dan. One of my.
Remember these?
Yeah, look at they have the battery hooks. Probably someone get in and try to do something stupid or something, you know. I like these. You know, they never were a big like classic save them because they had a great motor. A 3800 is plenty, especially when they had supercharged. And you know, this it's kind of sad in a way because you know, this is supposed to be like a show off. You got something this and super busted out. You know?
Original.
It's all original. It's a driver. Rotted film. I told Chris, I says, I kind of leery about going to Flint because when we went to that Back to the Bricks thing, that early bird show or whatever, the thing is they're mostly drivers.
Yeah.
A little bit. That's insane. I liked them though. I mean, I'd like if this was brand new, I'd enjoy it. I'd take it just to ride around. Yeah. That actually was supposed to be the Alante. GM engineers built. I read about a whole thing on this on YouTube. GM's engineers wanted to build the Alante. GM farmed it out to design studio in Italy, and that's what it turned out. Neither one of them were successful. What the hell, you know? But they had that already. You know, they paid for all the tooling for that. Then what do you do, you know? You got the money into it, you can also start stamping some scale out, you know. That's a big monster motor. Yeah. I bet you saw that at, that's something you might see it somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, that's different. These are, you know, the audience for these things are kind of starting to die off. People are getting old and dying.
They are.
And even these don't really have a big following anymore.
Not like these.
You know.
People that were into them are getting old and they're passing away. And the younger generation are not into them.
How's that for a Firebird? Now that's higher quality.
Yeah.
That's about as nice as you can get.
Look at them.
That's a 400 in there. That's what you want, the big block. That's really nice how they did that. You know, I like your buddy's car, but I'm worried about driving it. The only thing I don't know, and this might be fact, is the gapping here.
I know it. It has to be because when you look at it, you couldn't get it closer.
No, because if you open the door, you'd hit into it.
Yeah,
because that's where it's hinged. Beautiful car.
Yeah, very nice.
How's this side? It looks like the gapping's a little better on this one.
This is a 67.
A little bit. You know what Kindiga does? You know, these old cars, they weren't like on jigs when they're stamped.
Oh yeah.
What he does is he'll build a bead of weld along the lip, sand it, grind it, so the gap is like exactly the same.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work though, but you know, you're spending 200, 300,000 for him to do it.
The only thing is, cars back then weren't perfect.
No, that's how they were.
That's the way they came out. I like this color.
Oh, I do too. This guy's won Bay City several times. Oh, yeah. Yeah, real nice. But yeah, he'll take
Very pretty color.
I know, I like it. Almost like that. Almost like a House of Colors candy or something.
Yeah.
Candy apple or something. Yeah, it's insane. And how about this? That's got it. You know what? That's actually more of a factory color, maybe. It's not a real bright red.
The door and the fender's two different colors.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right.
It's nice though.
You know what? They probably
Big car.
got popped, you know, on the way to a car show one time.
Oh yeah.
I see that all the time.
Yeah,
And Woodward gets that all the time, where someone pulls out. Oops, they do an oopsie on something you can't get parts for.
It's hard to match the color.
This color, Yeah. That's why a lot of the cars that they do restos on, they'll take like a car from like a 2012 Mazda and put it on something else, and it's a factory color that it's readily available, something like that, you know.
Just like that one. That color there, it'd be so hard for them to...
You never get to match.
No.
Yeah. That's nuts. Then you got this. Look at this. Well, I know one thing, man. That ain't no inline six.
That's a big motor.
That is a huge motor. That's nuts. Yeah, wow. Take a look at that. Lasser. You know what? At least he kept it the original color, because the dash, it looks like the dash top, the pad might have been changed or painted or something. But this was a common color in the 69, real common. Either that or that coppery brown. You didn't see a lot of bright red, but this is common.
Well, the thing is, you need that big of a motor for this car.
Oh, yeah.
Heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Big car.
I told you, my brother had a 69 brand new, and that was the same ball on the shifter. My brother took, my younger brother, he's only a year younger than me, he took the cigarette lighter and got it hot and put a ring in that. And of course, why my brother that had it brand new thought it was me. Why would I want to F up somebody's car? You know what I mean? And to this day, he doesn't understand why he did it, but he did it. My brother's really upset because it's brand new. He got ball with a cigarette lighter ring in it from the heat. What a jackass.
A big car.
Those don't look like they're, those ain't the same dog dish economy caps that my brother's had. They're a little different. This your car here? Is this yours?
No.
I was just wondering. My brother had a 69 brand new. That ain't the same kind of economy caps he had on there, so I was just wondering if that's from an older...
Was it a Plymouth or Dodge?
No, it was a Plymouth Roadrunner 69. Okay. It just doesn't look the same as what he had on.
He could probably tell you more.
Yeah,
He's into the more... I'm into the drag racing car.
Oh, yeah.
He loves them. He's got like 4 sets of those, and
does he?
just picked the best set to put on the show. But
Nice looking car.
Yeah, like I was telling him that, you know, I saw these brand new. I was a kid, you know, but the thing is this was there was almost all earth colors. Everybody thinks they're all bright reds. No, this was I mean, the Chevelles and everything would be this color.
Dark greens.
Yeah, kind of, or browns or that. But no, this guy is, no, he has a nice ride. I was just curious.
But it was orange.
Oh,
So
yours
went
was?
to the different colors, you know.
The 70, you had a Roadrunner too?
No, Super Beat.
Super Beat. Oh yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
Well, my brother had a 70. The other brother had a 70 Roadrunner brand new. This was bright. You see it in a lot of car shows. White red with the black stripe, the wide one, and then the 2 narrow ones on the side of it.
They went from earth tones to like
Over the top.
Open your eyes.
Yeah. I
This way
like
the
all
cops
that.
can see him easier.
I like when Plymouth went to that, you know, all that crazy, you know, Panther pink and all that stuff. Yeah, hey, you have a good, nice time there. Yep. Or Furious Fuchsia, whatever the hell they called it.
Pink ones.
No, not at all. Yeah. Get in there. Rotor. Yeah. Looks like more of a driver. That's nice. You know, it's funny, this car is actually pretty nice, but you, like, the end cuts here is not detailed, so it looks like kind of a driver. You know? I mean, how about this? Whatever. It's like it's been repainted and somehow there's a mismatch or something. Oh well. Still a nice car.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. So if you got hit here and the battery exploded, all this sulfuric acid is smashed.
You got to take all this off to get the battery.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's funny like that. Like all this stuff that's going on, whatever that is. You know, no, it's real nice. These guys are dedicated. There was a guy in Chestnut had 2 of these back in the days of Craigslist when I used to look at it all the time. Now mind, this is like 12, 13 years ago. They wanted 28 for them. They're